and welcome to episode 14 of the KitchenSix podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest. Okay, that was goofy. Nellie, and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as KitchenSix, and on YouTube as KitchenSix. Hopefully you found me on YouTube. I don't know how you found me if you're not on YouTube. Yeah. Already rambling. Look at that. This is a knitting and crafty and food-oriented podcast, and yeah, it's currently like the something of November, like the 14th, I think. But yeah, 14th of November. It was my son's birthday last week, and it is my favorite time of the morning in the fall, when it's when the kids are gone at school and the sun's lighting up the house, so it's all bright and cheerful feeling in here. And I am late doing my podcast because that's pretty much my MO. We're just gonna go with it because, yeah, other people have schedules. I have ideas about a schedule. Sort of, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So moving along. Yeah. I think we should go with that just happened. Boom. And what just happened? I did actually finish something. Sorry, I had to set down my coffee. I finished the Everlid cowl, and I keep calling this the Everlid cowl. It's not the Everlid cowl. It's the Everiled or Everiled cowl. And I didn't bring the pattern over with me, but I will put the designer and stuff down here. But I finished it. Isn't it lovely? And you guys, this yarn, it's so pretty and soft. And I don't know if it's gonna show up, but I really hope that it will. It's sparkly. Oh yeah, you can see it. Look at the sparkles. Sparkles, you guys. All the sparkles. So it came out really, really nice. It's really, really light and really, really soft. I did not get it done in time for the person whose birthday I was doing it for, but that's okay. I think she was just happy to let go of the project and let somebody else take it. So I did that for her, and I'm hopefully going to be able to deliver that today. I have an appointment this afternoon, so it might be tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, the Everiled, it's a name, I'll put it here. And it came out really beautiful, and the yarn is Fiber Fetish Designs, and it's her sparkle sock in the Midnight Firefly colorway. I know, right? It's super pretty. It's so gorgeous. So I knit this on size 3s on like a 30-inch cable Chowgu. And it's not a challenging pattern. It's challenging to focus long enough to finish an entire round and not screw it up, which was why the original knitter was having problems with it, and why I had problems. I ripped it back so many times, you guys. So I'm not afraid to rip something back, and maybe I should be more but I did try to fix it. I did. It just didn't. It didn't want to be fixed, so I ripped it back several times. And finally I stuck in a lifeline, and then after I stuck in the lifeline, I never had another problem, of course, because that's how lifelines work for me. Yeah, they're like insurance for not messing it up. So yeah, but it came out really nice, and I really enjoyed the knit. It was actually really a really fun, easy knit once I got the hang of it, I think. Once I got into the rhythm of it and learned how to read it correctly and remembered the stitch pattern correctly. So yeah, that'll go, and that's what happened. That's it. I knit on that monogamously, mostly, until it was done. And it's done, and it's beautiful, and I can't wait to hand it to her, and she's going to love it. So yeah, that just happened. Boom. So that brings us to doing it and doing it and doing it well. Well, Usually this is the part where I say I'm not doing it well, but I totally am, you guys. You guys, I'm like rocking the knitting right now. So that just happened, and that went really, really, that's mostly what I've knit on. But I have been knitting, I think something's in my eye. I have been knitting on the cardigan, the Seabrook cardigan for my daughter, which is going really, really well. I actually am working on the sleeves because I offered to knit my daughter a flat, sleeveless, drapey cardigan that was knit all in one piece, and she wants me to add a hood and sleeves to it. Yeah, that's my girl. She's utter faith in my abilities. Love that girl. She thinks I can do anything. So, and I keep proving her right, so really she has no reason not to believe. But yeah, so this is the Seabrook cardigan. I don't know that it's gonna show up because I really don't have space to move back at all here. So it was supposed to be a rectangle with holes in it for sleeves, right? So I knit the rectangle with the holes in it for sleeves, and then I stuck a hood on it. This is the hood here. And I made it rounded at the top slightly so that it's not really pointy. And I did it in seed stitch, horizontal to the vertical stripes, just because I didn't feel like knitting. I didn't feel like figuring out how to pick up stitches on each row. That would just be fun. And I finished the hood, and I did a 3 needle bind off on that, and it looks really nice, and it's nice and sturdy. I still haven't woven in all the ends on the hood, but I did most of the ends. I wove in most of the ends on the body, and then yesterday or the day before, maybe it was yesterday. No, it was the day before. Whatever, doesn't really matter. I cast a sleeve onto the sleeve opening, or the armhole opening, and I cast on, or I picked up a bunch of stitches, and I knit it in seed stitch. It totally looks like it matches, and it goes really well. And then I bound off with the knit 2 stitches, and then knit 2 together through the back loop bind off that's stretchy, so that, because the fabric is so stretchy, I just want the bind off to match the fabric, so I put in a stretchy bind off. And it's just like a 2-inch sleeve. She really didn't want long sleeves at all. The only reason she wants sleeves is because she can't wear it to school over a tank top if it doesn't have sleeves. So I made sleeves. Because she wants to wear it on a tank top. So sometime today I will take the other armhole and cast on, or pick up a bunch of stitches and knit 15 rows, which is all that was, and then bind it off. It went really fast, that sleeve, and it's just a little boxy sleeve. There's no shaping, there's nothing. I really just picked a bunch of stitches up and knit 15 rounds and called it good. Yeah. But it's a sleeve, so, and she's happy with it and excited with it. And the hood looks really cute on her, and I will try to get a picture of her in it when I finish it today or tomorrow. But yeah, so that's the Seabrook. Okay, it's totally not the Seabrook cardigan. I based it off the Seabrook cardigan. But it's absolutely an entirely different cardigan at this point, because I totally changed it, as I normally do, because, you know, that's how I roll. So yeah, that's that. And she's excited about it, and it's almost done. Most of the, I think I have like 5 or 6 ends to weave in at this point, maybe 8 after the sleeve. But yeah, so I still have most of that skein of yarn, and I still have another full skein of the yarn. And the yarn is Karen Simply Soft. It's a 100% acrylic. It's in the Stormy Weather, and they're Simply Soft ombre colorways. So, and I'm knitting that on, I was knitting it on size 6 Chow Goose. I did it on a like a 24 or a 30 inch cable, and then when I did the sleeves and the hood, I went down to a 14 for the hood and a an 8-inch cable for the sleeves. So the 8-inch cable with my 4-inch tips gives me a 16-inch cable. So yeah, I think that's it on that one. So that's doing it and doing it and doing it well, and I'm really excited with how that's turning out. It's looking great, and it looks great on her. I may have redone the hood like 5 or 6 times, but it's right now and it looks good, and she likes it, and I like the way that it fits. So yeah, the other thing that I am doing well is okay, I don't know what the problem is. Every time I come on camera now, I have to clear my throat. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. It sucks. So this is going to be a motorcycle gaiter for my my sister-in-law to be. And I've only got like 10 rows or something in this. But I don't know if I like the way it's coming out. You see how open the weave is? I really don't want it to be that open. So I think I'm going to have to go down a needle size. I think I have it on, what do I have this on? Yeah, I have it on 5s. I think I might need to go down to 4s. Or maybe even a 3, because I really do want it tightly knit. Because it's supposed to block the wind on the neck on a motorcycle. So, I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, but it's very, very likely that I'm going to rip the entire thing out and start over. You know, like you do, if you're me, and moderately crazy. But that's okay. I'm cool with being moderately crazy, and I'm cool with having it ripped out. I want it to be right. I want her to really enjoy wearing it. I want it to be her go-to piece when she's riding a motorcycle. Just like my husband's is his go-to piece for riding a motorcycle. So, his was crocheted, and I don't think I'm going to crochet this one. But if I can't get the weave to look right, or the fabric to look less open, then I'll probably crochet it. I don't hate crocheting anymore. I'm not as much of a fan of crocheting as I am of knitting. I really, really enjoy knitting. So that's the cornflower cowl. And I don't have the designer's name, or maybe I do. KM Scott. I do have the designer's name. It's the cornflower cowl. I can't remember whether or not it's a free pattern or not, so I won't show you the pattern. But yeah, it's I did that at the dentist office last week, on Thursday, when they did my crown, which my face is still swollen from. I don't know if you can see here, but yeah, that's that. The other thing that I'm doing well, I don't know about well, but so I made a hat for myself. It's one of the first things that I made for myself, and it was in the cherry colored yarn, and it was a really cute, it was just a really simple, you know, inch or 2 of ribbing, and then knit up, and then decrease at the top. And I had these really cute spiral decreases, but they weren't, the stitch count was off so that they weren't even, and when it would sit on my head, like, there was this one part that would like stand out weird, and it made me not want to wear my hat that I knit for myself. So after wanting to wear the hat and putting it on and feeling uncomfortable with it, multiple times in the last few weeks, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to rip it out and reknit it. So I did, of course. And I ripped it out and I cast on a number of stitches divisible by 8. I think it was 96, probably. It's probably 96. And I reknit the whole thing again and got near the top, realized I wasn't going to have enough yarn for the decreases, and realized I really didn't like the way the fabric looked, and a lot of my stitches were really not even and neat, and the yarn was, it just didn't look right. It really just didn't look right. So I ripped that back again, almost all the way out. I ripped it back to like here, which is like the second or third row. So I ripped it all the way back to there, put it back on the needles, and I'm re-knitting it. And I really, really like how the fabric is coming out. It's nice and tightly knit, and it will loosen up a little bit once I block it, which is perfect. So it will fit perfectly on my head, and the stitches are nice and tidy and neat. Like, I really like how nice it all looks, and it might have evened out before after blocking, but I really like how it's coming out now, and I like the fabric that it's making. So I'm knitting this on size 3, which is 3.25, and the yarn is El Rey in the cherry colorway, and it's Italian. It's an Italian yarn. But yeah, so it looks small. I know that it looks small. I have a really small head. Like, there are babies that have bigger heads than me. I'm not kidding. The hat I knit for my niece, she's a 22-inch head. That's an inch bigger than my head. An inch bigger. She's 7, you guys. 7. So I'm okay with a small hat. 96 stitches, totally fine for me. And originally I had it on like 110 stitches, so it's I've lost a good inch of stitch count, and it's just still fine. It was way loose before, and now it's going to be tight fitting and like the cap that I wanted. So yeah, I like how it's turning out now. I really like how it's going. I really think I'll have enough yarn to finish, because that first attempt was too long anyway. So yeah, I think it's going well. I have 2 other projects that I haven't worked on. You'll notice I have not shown you the Hitofude because I have not picked it up again, because I mostly because I was trying to get that cowl done, and I'm trying to work on being a monogamous knitter, and trying to get the things on the needles that are big and out of the way, trying to get those done, and then I will just sit quietly and work on my Hitofude and get it done over a matter of a week or 2, sometime in the next month, maybe early December at the latest. But it will get finished before the end of the year, because that is what I'm currently doing, is finishing things that I've started with the knitting. Because what's the point in knitting if you don't actually get the finished products, right? I mean, I love knitting, don't get me wrong. Knitting is my word. Me and knitting we're friends. We're close. We're tight. But the whole point of the knitting is to make something, so I'm trying to actually make things, finish things. So, but yeah, that's all I'm working on. Which brings us to shiny pretty things. You guys, I am probably gonna go to tears here. Yeah. I am constantly humbled and amazed at the generosity and kindness of the fiber community. I was very real with you guys last time. I was in so much pain, and I really struggled to put that podcast out, because it was a really hard month for me last month. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to cry, you guys. But you guys sent me so much love and so much support. Thank you. Thank you very much. So speaking of sending me love and support, my friend Andrea, who is, she's currently, and has been for a while, battling cancer, and she has sarcoma, which they can't treat with chemo. So the only thing that they can do is treat it with surgery, and so she's had multiple surgeries, and as someone who's had multiple surgeries over the course of a year, it really takes a lot out of you. But she knits and crochets as well. She's more of a crocheter and less of a knitter, but she's the sweetest and one of the kindest people. She made me a handbrake cowl and sent it to me with some other little goodies, and I'll show it to you because I really, really, really like it. So, and she told me she was sending it, obviously, because she needed my address, but you guys, one, it's my blue, right? I know. So it's my blue, and it's in this lovely tonal acrylic that's just, I don't even know what kind it is, but it's so pretty, and it's super soft. Look at how pretty that is. And you can kind of see the slight variegation in the yarn. I don't know if I can put it on. Hold on. Let me move my microphone. Sorry if that's really loud, guys. Alright. Take off my Zuzu's petals, which I live in, practically. I actually have to fight my daughter for this, because she loves this blue too. But this is, I wear this a lot, like, if I'm going to the store, because the Zuzu's petals I get fairly warm in fairly quick. But this is like, I can throw it on, it'll keep my neck warm. It's just enough extra layer that I don't have to wear a coat. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. But yeah, that's the first thing that anybody's hand knit for me. Besides me. And it's, I mean, it just made me so happy, and it warmed my heart so much. It's so nice to receive a gift like that, because it really truly makes you feel loved. So, but yeah, that's my handbrake cowl. And I actually had planned to make one of those for my husband, but now he's decided he wants a scarf. Alright, move the microphone. Camouflaging my microphone today. Totally didn't work. You still got to see it. Alright. And in the package she sent some other little goodies too. One of which I've already drank because it was delicious. So she sent some little packets of tea. She sent 2 David's tea. One's a Earl Grey cream, which I'm excited to try today. And then there was another one that was, it said Mama's Helper on it, and it had valerian in it, and it was a very nice nighttime tea. It was fruity nighttime tea. It was really yummy. I really enjoyed it. And then this one is Rosehip and Hibiscus, and it's London Fruit and Herb Company. So that one will be fruity and delicious, and I will probably drink it sometime this week, because I like to drink tea when my husband's gone, because I find it soothing. My husband's gone again. Oh, did I not mention that he left this morning? Yeah. So, And then she also sent, and I'm really excited to try this, but I don't know when to try it. Maybe I'll get to it this week. But it's a chai latte packet. I don't know if yeah, the glare's just gonna be glary. It's that time of the morning. Sorry. But it looks like it's German. Yeah, German. I love chai. That's my favorite tea. So chai latte is like one of the, when I don't feel like a coffee latte, I go for a chai latte. And having this is kind of exciting because I get to do it at my house and I don't have to leave the house. I hate leaving my house. All right. And then she sent a little package that says my little book of stickies, and it's got these tab stickies in different colors and things, and a little sticky pad. I'm really excited about this because I use stickies a lot. I probably use stickies more than I need to. But instead of like a notepad, we have a sticky. We just stick stickies all over the fridge, all over the kitchen. Yeah, I write all my lists on stickies. I probably overuse the stickies. And then in the box, she sent yarn. You guys, it's rainbow yarn. Can I just tell you, I want everything rainbow. I love color. I adore color. It's one of the things that makes my life okay, especially in the times when things aren't okay. Color makes me happy. My whole house is filled with lots and lots of colorful things. I love color. I probably wear less color than I surround myself with. Like, for instance, this pillow cover that I crocheted. Yeah, I could have probably got it in a nice basic yarn color or something neutral. But I chose the brightest, most contrasting colors that I could find because it literally goes with everything in my house. I mean, red couch, yellow walls, there's green walls over there. Color is everywhere here. So I can't live without color. So to get yarn like this that celebrates my love of color, it just makes me feel good. So I want to say a huge, huge thank you to Andrea for reaching out and giving loving support. It means a lot. Thank you. So if you guys could keep her in your thoughts and prayers, she's struggling too. Okay, sorry. The other shiny pretty things is something that I purchased because I needed enough yarn to finish the Everald cowl. So I ordered another skein of Fiber Fetish Designs sparkle sock in the Midnight Firefly colorway, and I used maybe 50 yards, maybe. I really was just like 3 or 4 rows short, and if I had bound off then, it would have looked unbalanced. But I'd already ordered the yarn anyway, so I just waited until it came and then finished it. So, because I was pretty sure I was going to need a little more yarn. The pattern read like I needed more yarn for the way that she'd wanted it cast on. So I just ordered it, and then when I got to the point where I needed it, it was coming the next day. So it was only a small delay. But the yarn is Fiber Fetish Designs, and there's her card. And she sent this adorable stitch marker with it. I'm putting this wrong. I'm not good at this, you guys. See? Super cute. Rainbows goes with her card really well. And you guys, there's sparkles on her card. That makes me happy. But yeah, Fiber Fetish Designs. She's on Instagram. Go check her out. Her yarns are beautiful. This one especially, it's just lovely, and I love the way that it knit up. It knit up so gorgeously, and so speckly, and it's like a true short variegation, and it came out really, really pretty. There was really hardly any pooling, and it came out really, really lovely. So yeah, that's all the shiny pretty things, because again, I'm trying to finish projects, not start new ones. That's really hard, you guys. It's so hard to not start new projects. I know you guys all have the same problem. Like, I just want to cast on all the things. Yeah. So, and that leaves us to what's cooking. So I wanted to share with you one of my favorite recipes. And this love affair with this recipe started when I was in Italy. Well, I was in Italy, but I was stationed in Germany, and we used to just hop in the car and head to another country when we were bored for the weekend. So when we were in Bavaria, Italy wasn't very far away, and we could get down there in a matter of hours. So we would go to northern Italy and order food at a cafe and walk around and then drive home. Yeah. A lot of times what I ordered was saltimbocca, which is, it's basically prosciutto and sage and lamb with some lemon, and yeah, it's really good. So mostly around here we do it with chicken, but you take a chicken breast and you like fillet it in half so that you have a nice thin slab, and then you pound it down so that it's nice and flat. And then you take the largest sage leaves you can get, 2 or 3 of them, and stick them to the chicken. Just like stick them. I know. It's kind of fun, actually. So once you stick them on there, you stick some prosciutto on there. And now prosciutto comes in like these square slabs. So you can just literally stick the prosciutto on there, and it won't work with just bacon. It won't work with pancetta. You have to have prosciutto because it's that thin cured pork. So you stick the prosciutto on there, and then douse it either side in flour really thinly, and then put it in the pan in some butter and brown both sides. It should cook really, really fast. And then when you're done, put those on a plate. Take a little bit of chicken broth and a little bit of wine and some lemon juice. Not a lot. And put it in the pan and stir up the brown bits and let that reduce to probably about half of whatever you put in there. And then pour that over the chicken. Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously, if I could make that every day, it's a little bit time intensive. It's more time intensive than just throwing some chicken in a pan, definitely. But it's seriously stupid easy. And honestly, you can get prosciutto just about anywhere. Most Safeway stores carry it. Pretty sure they carry it at Walmart. It's super easy, and it's so good. The prosciutto comes up. Sorry, I'm probably totally messing up my microphone. The prosciutto comes up really, really like crispy and salty, and the chicken and the sage. It's so good. It's really so good. So try that. I think you'll really like it. And I think they do it on veal in Italy, but I just do it on chicken. It's fine on chicken. It's great on chicken. And it's not like super fancy, and it makes it way, way cheaper. So, and then I just serve that with some fresh veggies or steamed veggies and some roasted potatoes, and it's delicious. So yeah, that's what's cooking. So what's cooking for knitting wise? I'm gonna finish my hat. I'm probably gonna restart that cornflower cowl. And once I finish the not so Seabrooky cardigan, I really need to learn to follow a pattern. It's a terrible thing. I followed the pattern for this. It looks great, right? Yeah. Okay. So once I finish the not so Seabrooky cardigan, then I'm going to work on my Hito Fude and get it done. But first, Thanksgiving, because that's a thing. And so generally I host Thanksgiving because my house is set up for it. My house is essentially built for entertaining. It's perfect for having small groups of people scattered about. There's multiple sitting areas, there's multiple table areas, and there's like 3 different dining areas and at least 2 different sitting areas. So there's plenty of space for people to just chill, and that's just on the bottom floor. There's plenty of places upstairs for kids to play and chill and watch movies as well. So yeah, my house is built almost exclusively for entertaining, and it all flows easily. It's a really, really good setup. So people want to come here to do their entertaining because our house is, it's simple and it's easy. And because I don't work outside the home, I get the bulk of the work because that's my job. So yeah. So we usually host, and this year we're doing a turkey and a lamb roast and a salmon or steelhead fillet. Yeah. Why? Because we did that at my birthday and it worked amazing and everybody was happy. So I'm probably going to do that. I might add some shrimp. There might be stuffed mushrooms, crab and shrimp stuffed mushrooms. There will probably be deviled eggs. I'm going to do a gluten-free and dairy-free pumpkin pie and a gluten-free and dairy-free green beans. My sister is going to bring mashed potatoes. My mom is going to bring the cranberry sauce because she makes the most amazing cranberry sauce. So good. I mean, every time I try to do it, mine's okay. Hers is better. So I just make her do it. And it's something that she feels like she can contribute without putting a whole lot of work in, because she's a teacher and she works all week before the holiday. And then she's over an hour away, so it's something simple that she can bring that it's not gonna get all messed up. And then I'll probably make an apple and a cherry pie. Most likely gluten-free. Maybe. We'll see. If I can find freezer crusts that are gluten-free, then yes. If not, they're probably going to be store-bought crusts that are not gluten-free, because I'm not all about that stress this year. And then I was actually contemplating making some mac and cheese, because who doesn't want mac and cheese, right? Right. And there will probably be some black beans and kale, some smoky black beans and kale, because my sister likes them. And I will probably do some deviled eggs and stuffed mushrooms and a couple of appetizers and some veggies and stuff. But yeah, that's Thanksgiving. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you're having a great month. I hope you have awesome plans for Thanksgiving. And I hope that you are making some beautiful things for yourself and your family and your loved ones for the holidays. I'll see you guys next time. Love you all. Bye.